Right, 10 to 9 on talkSPORT. The Formula One's back this weekend after a 4-week break as the season continues in Belgium. Daniel Ricciardo goes into the race on the back of a podium finish in Hungary and won in Spa last year. Very pleased to say he's on the line now. Daniel, how are you?
G'day, guys.
Morning,
I'm very well.
All right, so you won this race last year, so it'll be easy for you.
Should be, yeah. Yeah, it's like everything's easier the second time normally, so.
How are you feeling going into the race?
I feel good. You know, it's nice, obviously coming off a bit of a break, you know, a bit of downtime over the summer, and everyone's sort of recharged and ready to go again. Spa's a great circuit in Belgium, so yeah, obviously hanging out to try and get another podium and sip on some champagne.
We were just chatting just before the break about footballers having to be weighed all the time and putting on weights. When you have a little bit of a break, Daniel, do you let yourself go?
For the first week I do, but then yeah, I'll make sure that, you know, by obviously race time I'm back on weight. But it's the same for us. It's such a lightweight sport, and we've you know, we've got to manage our weight pretty closely. I mean, on a race weekend we're getting weighed like 3 times a day. So yeah, I pigged out a little bit the first week, but then got back in it.
3 times a day. So what? Because the car is so finely tuned that you have to be exactly the weight that everyone knows you are, so they can fit everything around it.
Exactly. Yeah. So it can affect the balance of the car, and so yeah, like 200 grams here or there makes quite a big difference. So it's yeah. Formula One's like that. It's every little advantage possible.
That's amazing, isn't it? So if you're half a kilo down, you have to have a pork pie just before you jump in the car. I love that.
Not a bad thing.
Jenson Button says he's drinking beetroot juice during training. Have you heard this? Has Jenson told you this? Are you copying him?
I saw. I think he put something on social media, didn't he, recently? I don't mind the odd juice. I mean, I'm not saying I'm religiously drinking beetroot juice or anything, but yeah, I'm always open to trying something like that. So yeah, I mean, I guess everyone's to themselves and does their own thing. I mean, the standard stuff after a big session, you get into a protein shake or some form of nutrition, but yeah, everyone's different, I guess.
Red Bull finished 2nd and 3rd respectively in Hungary 4 weeks ago. So going well. What makes the difference between finishing there and winning?
I mean, this year we've needed a little bit of luck. We haven't been as fast as say last year, and Mercedes with Hamilton and Rosberg have been normally pretty dominant. So you know, they had a bit of a bad race in Budapest, and that gave, I guess, everyone else a chance to really have a crack at the victory. So yeah, I think at this stage we still do need a bit of luck to fall our way, but other than that, just yeah, put down a good weekend. Obviously the starts are always so important in F1, and it's been a bit of an Achilles heel for us, so I think if we can nail a start, then it will, you know, set us up a lot better for the race. How
annoying is it if you know you've driven better than someone else, but when you're going down a straight, his car's just a bit quicker than yours?
It hurts. It's a part of the sport which, yeah, it's a difficult part of the sport, but something, you know, I'm obviously aware of, and that's the way racing is, you know. Unfortunately, it's not like a lot of other sports where it's just purely 100% dependent on let's say the athlete. But yeah, these are parts of it, but it's a challenge and frustrating at times, but it's addictive. It brings you back one way or another.
Daniel, 9 races to go. Lewis Hamilton with a 21-point lead over Nico Rosberg. Would you make Hamilton quite a strong favourite now?
Yeah, he's looked good all year, obviously last year as well. So he's, I think in, you know, most people's minds, he's, let's say on his day he'll beat Rosberg. Mm-hmm. So I think, yeah, if luck stays pretty even across both guys, then he should be the favourite to take it out.
Mm-hmm. And now, Daniel, I interviewed Maurice Hamilton, former Formula Racing one racing driver on H&J a few weeks ago, and I asked him a question, and Andy Jacobs, who is a very established broadcaster, looked at me like it was the stupidest question anyone has ever asked in the history of time. So I feel I have to ask you,
okay.
and be honest with me, right? When you are driving at 180, 200 miles an hour, whatever you're doing around the track, does your mind ever wander? Do you ever start thinking about, you know, the shopping, or your love life or something?
If it's the last lap of the race and you're about to win, then you start thinking about a lot of things. So you start thinking about how hard you're going to celebrate, etc. But otherwise, I mean, sure, if you're having a bad race, like if things aren't going right and you're not happy with the car, and let's say you're just going backwards and backwards, then you're just waiting for it to be over, and you're just thinking about, getting to the next race already. But, in saying that, 99.9% of the time you're completely in the moment. The crowd, obviously you're aware, but you have no idea what's really happening. It's pretty tunnel vision, I guess. And that's cool. I guess that's, being in the moment.
And in your downtime, did you sit back and enjoy the Ashes?
I didn't. If Aussies had won, I might have said, yeah, I watched every game, but no, I don't even know who won, actually.
Oh, brilliant. I'll let you know. It was very close. You're still in it, and you should really watch the fourth test, honestly. It's a big one. Or the fifth test, isn't it? All right, listen, thank you for your time. I appreciate it. Daniel Ricciardo, Red Bull Formula 1 driver, 8:56 on talkSPORT.